Welcome to Charlotte for the Bark Fart 150. Here's Henry for your grid for the inaugural chase race.
This is the first race of the chase, as you can see on the left side of your screen. Those are the standings, and everybody's staggered by 20 points. But this is a double points day, so if somebody like Brian wins, he could shoot up all the way to like second in points. So this is a very important race in the chase. This will define some people's seasons right here. So for the rest of the season, we will not be displaying the full season standings, but we'll still record the points. But your starting grid is Selling Coke and Brian Griffin on the front row. Then you have Biggie Mannings, Gru Gerald, Miley Cyrus, Bill Clinton, Chuck E. Cheese, Flint and Steel, Pickly Pickle, Wiggly Willie, Fella, Fire Cheese, the legendary Sid Toilet, and I pressed the button too long. And then the Pope, Gap Jones, Dick Big, John F. Kennedy, John Balls, Jack Tickelson, Fire Alarm, Bobby Balls, Bort Simpson, Pedphile, Jackson Fatman, Chicken Jockey, Richard Nixon, Who Farted, Obama Riz, Spaghetti Man Booface, Goonie Bustin, Homer Ball Sweat, Phineas Bob, Ass Soda, Bart Crumb, Birdie Briz, Domer Grimson, 9/11. And pitch strategy today will be presented by Laird.
Alright, so for your pitch strategy, there is 69 laps on fuel. Now, that would be a one-stopper if you did not have to account for tires. With the tires, this might be a two-stop, but if you save enough tires, you can make it on a one-stop, maybe.
Personally, I'm going for the two-stopper, especially if we have a fast car. If you're confident in your car, go for the two-stopper, because those fresh tires will definitely be an advantage later on.
Now, maybe we'll see some slower organizations try and risk it today on a risky fuel strategy, risking like their whole race to try and stay out on one stop. So we'll see how that goes.
And Laird, you've been commentating with me as long as I've been commentating, and we both have the same amount of experience. This is a very wild card track. It could be three-wide gridlock the whole race. It could be a caution fest, but also it could be a single file, boring, cautionless race. So this is a very hard race to predict to open up the chase, and definitely the longest race. The Bark Fart 150 is the longest distance race ever in the points paying area. So Laird, so we don't curse this race, who's your pick to win? Presented by Brown.
My pick to win. This is pretty risky, but today I'm going to be going with Gru Gerald to win his first points race of the season. He won the All Nut on the off week, and I think he's really good at intermediates. He's really good in general. If you've seen him race, you know he's a really good race car driver. I think he can get it done today.
I agree. And I'm going to go for the guy right next to Gru Gerald. Biggie Mannings, having the best season of his career, making the postseason now 2 times. Now, there's only been 2 postseason formats, but whatever. Biggie Mannings is my pick to win the Bark Fart 150. And now, your Start Your Engines order by that guy at the end of pit road.
Drivers, start your engines!
That really sounds similar to the other guy that we
Yeah,
had
it does.
a few races ago.
All right, in your pace car today. That light over there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
69.
150 miles. Stand in front of these 39 drivers. Who will prevail over the next 100 laps? For one of the longest race on the calendar.
Truly a staple in the schedule. And they're going to pull onto the backstretch, where we'll probably see some big wrecks today coming out of 1 and 2. That's always a big trouble spot. And in the tri-oval, that's also a big trouble spot to look out for today. And now into 3 and 4, where in 100 laps we'll find out who will win the Bark Part 150, racing for the chase. Chasing the championship. The beginning of 8 races. Who will prevail? Double points at Charlotte. Going into the fart restart zone. Green at Charlotte. What a launch by the 67. Biggie Mannings launches into second now, and Brian will fall back.
We're wide back there. 3x3 almost. Towards mid-pack. Here's the Hornets nest right here.
Your Atlanta winner, Wiggly Willie, getting stuck 3 wide middle there. Stella Coke leads the first lap.
Here comes Gurgel trying to dispatch of Biggie Mannings. Goes to the inside.
What a move!
Biggie Mannings might lose 2 spots. Here comes Brian to try and take him 3 wide. Here comes Bill Clinton to try and take 3rd.
As you can see on the left side of your screen, Bill Clinton has a 1% chance to win this championship. And Gurgel's going for the lead.
Here comes Gurgel. First lead change of the day. He leads the Bark Part 150 on lap 3.
Man, he is looking fast today.
He might have one of the best race cars in the field. Now he's going to try and pull away from the 67 and the 6.
Lots of chase contenders in this top 10. The points will be real tight. And Gurgel is already pulling away like a 4 or 5 car length lead.
He's got a fast race car tonight. That would be one of the guys you should look out for. He might try to. He's going to try 2 stops probably, because he has this really good fast race car.
Such a wild card track. Anybody could win here.
Now, this is early in the running. This is only lap 5 out of 100 laps. I wouldn't go too crazy at the moment.
Yeah, they're all single filing out.
End of the race. Don't try anything crazy.
That's exactly what they're doing, Laird. Nothing too aggressive. Oh, there's a big wreck!
Got a crash!
The 77!
Oh my God!
Oh, jeez! Is that the same lap as last time we were here? The big wreck happened? Was that lap 6? Who farted in it? Jackson Fatman took a big lick. Gurgel leads him off.
Gurgel's gonna lead him back.
Wow.
Let's see what happened in the probably backpack goofy shenanigans.
Riding on board with Who Farted. For once, he didn't cause this wreck. Oh! Oh! Yeah, nothing you could do. Now, there's 2 cars flipping in front of them. So look at this. Watch Jackson Fatman here. Oh! Oh! What a flip. How many times has he flipped this season? I mean, that's a crazy rookie season for Jackson Fatman. And the 77 who won Chicagoland. is out of the race. So definitely some crazy wrecks happening early on. Ready to see if any of the leaders come down. It's kind of looking like it. They're kind of doing that weird line. Does anybody come down? This could be a good strategy call pitting this early, but personally, I wouldn't want to pit right now.
Early. I would not pit yet. You're not in the window either. So. Tires this early, in my opinion, don't make that much of a difference.
Okay, a few of the wreckers
to repair damage.
Yeah.
Everyone stays out.
Gerald leads them off, and well, look at Fart Racing. They're in great shape this season. I mean, look at that. They got 2 cars. Wait, 1, 2, like 4 cars in the top 10. That's amazing. Fart Racing is a superpower right now. There's nothing stopping that team.
The main drive for Ford.
And,
we got Balls Inc. Both of their drivers are in the top 10 tonight. In this early running.
Yeah, and also Bill Clinton is here, so keep that in account. Miley Cyrus barely missed out in the chase by a few points, but up here tonight, running well. A few more Fart Racing Fords right here. Now, no car doesn't have a 4-car rule. You can actually have as many as 10 cars in your team. And a new up-and-coming team ready to enter the Daytona qualifiers, I believe, has 6 cars. Sharpie Sniffer Racing there, so maybe Sharpie Sniffer Racing can do well in the top series.
And we will be back for your restart.
Oh crap, okay, here we go. Come back to green. 90 laps to go on the restart here.
We're getting ready for the restart number 1. Gerald's gonna get the jump into the restart zone. There'll be a double file restart, and if it doesn't work, we'll do a single file restart. Front row for restart number 1. Charlotte, Gerald, and Stellan Coke. Into the restart zone and back green at Charlotte.
Here we go. Who gets the better rollout? The legendary goes a little tight.
Gerald got the dominant line into 1 and 2. It's gonna clear him down the backstretch.
But here comes Biggie Mannings!
Biggie Mannings! Couldn't get there in time.
Oh man, that was a crazy good lunge. Now he's holding up the field.
Man, that trip was really slow on its further right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
3 wide middle. How does this end?
And Bill Clinton, 2 seconds. Oh my god.
3 behind the V8.
Okay, what is happening here? Uh-oh, I think they're going 4 wide right now. 3 by 3 by 3.
This is insane.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable racing at Charlotte. Look at this.
If you are not entertained, just click off the video. I mean, okay, now they're starting to single out here, but they're still backing up.
Wide back here.
Stella Coke having the worst restart of all time.
Both Coke and Biggie Mannings did not have good restarts. That's just letting Gerald drive into the sunset.
Bill Clinton is keeping pace with him. Now they start to single out. And Bill Clinton is keeping pace with the number 4 Pontiac.
That's Pontiac power right there. Top 3 all taken up by Pontiacs. All in the chase.
And remember, double points only affects the top 3. So this is hogging all the double points. And that's insane.
Here comes Brian now. He's trying to be an interloper on this Pontiac Maverick going on right here. He's got to try and make the move on Wiggly Willie.
Yeah, so there's like a lead pack, and then there's the rest of the field. It's just these top 4 are way faster.
Yeah, you can tell. Here comes Brian. Got the inside lane. Getting side by side with that 0 car. Wiggly cut him off.
Everybody's getting into a groove.
So,
The back of the pack is still going crazy. Always a hornet's nest back here. Okay, in about 10 laps, the pit window will open. And if you pit in that window, you'll make it to the end of the race on fuel. But I don't know about tires, guys.
yeah, tires is going to be a different thing entirely. Can you make it on only 2 sets of rubber? And they're trying to split the 8 3 wide middle.
The 8 is definitely way slower than these guys. They got to get around them. These are chase contenders he's messing with.
Vintage Field did not make the chase after flipping down the backstretch of Atlanta. Here's the move for second. Got Wiggly Willie working on Bill Clinton.
And Pickly Pickle gets to second. Sid Toilet entering
Here
this
comes Brian.
picture.
Brian's gonna take third from him. He's losing spots big time. You better stop that slow. Or you're just gonna keep bleeding spots.
They can't let Grudgel get away.
They gotta run him down.
They have the pace. They need to work together. They need to stop fighting and get into a groove.
Top 5, all in the chase. Brian and Wiggly Willie looking to try and maybe work together to catch the 4.
They are catching him. It's noticeable.
Just because Drew Gerald and Pickly Pickle are teammates doesn't mean they're gonna race each other nicely. Oh, and here comes Brian to the inside. Did not work well.
Somebody
Pickle
is in the
Pickle.
grass. Oh my god, John Balls just cut the whole course. I saw that. That was insane. He just cut, like, he pulled a Biggie Mannings, if you remember that. I saw it in the corner of my eye.
Alright, we'll get a replay on that, I guess. Alright, we found the replay. So, he just gets tagged by the 9, saves it, cuts through the whole grass
Oh,
and makes a bit of contact with the 9. I'm assuming he's not very happy with that move he tried to pull on him. And that was a bit of payback, you know.
and here we go, back live. Does John Balls give some payback? We'll find out if the yellow comes out. So the 77 is the first DNF of the night. And Brian is
Gerald.
looking real fast right now.
Gerald, they're cutting that margin. I wouldn't say in half, but by about a quarter.
1/4 way through the race.
Now there will be lap cars in play later in the event. Probably
Oh,
about
he's-
lap 30,
He's
I'd say.
catching him
He is.
at lap
Maybe
31.
Drew Gerald's car is better than in the short run than the long run. Brian might have a better long run car here.
Lap 31, the pit window opens. From 31
Do they
to
come
the
in?
end, you could pit.
But knowing the AI in this game, I'll probably put him like lap 69.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
Watch
We
that
don't
gap.
know their strategies.
If that number
Brian is
gets
closing a
smaller,
lot.
if that number gets smaller, Drew Jarrett might be in trouble right now. Now, an interesting statistic: the 12 is actually the fastest lap right now,
It got a bit shorter.
closed by
just by
200.
2,000.
It's the toilet bumping the zero a little bit, trying to rough him up.
There's a big gaggle of traffic back there. And a battle for the top 10, I'd say.
Oh, jeez.
This is the top 10 battle right there. Not for double points, though.
Drew Gerald's in trouble. Brian is right on his tail.
He's going to get a nice hook straight. You might catch him next lap. He's really rolling the bottom well.
Maybe Drew Gerald has been pushing too hard.
Might have pushed too hard in the early run just to get him up front. But now he's got to defend his position up against a much faster Brian.
Now, Bill
Next
Clinton.
lap, fuel window's going to open also.
Bill Clinton is falling back as well, so it's definitely Drew Gerald slowing down and Brian speeding up here. Oh, the gap actually got bigger.
Fuel window open.
Realistically, I wouldn't want to pit right now. But
Yeah, I would not pit yet. I would pit about halfway through if I were me. But I'm no pit. I'm not a crew chief.
oh man, he's close.
Close. Does the gap shrink? Shrinks a lot. He gained so much in that lap.
This is the closest he's ever been.
I see we changed number 2 of the night. Onto the backstretch.
There are lap cars coming into play. I heard one, I think a lap ago. Oh, he's right on him.
Up there. You can see that lap car. Does Brian make a move here soon?
Getting close to Drew Gerald is one thing, but passing him is another thing. Drew Gerald is one of the best on offense and the best on defense. Gap stays the same.
Turquoise might also be catching these leaders. He might be entering this battle soon.
Finish Bob's getting closer. Gerald
Yeah, got
is
a little
pulling
bigger.
away.
As he handles lap car. Yeah, time this pass on this full car perfectly. Brian goes a little wide.
I
Pulling
think
under pressure.
I think he's anticipating the lap car to slow him down. I think he's going to use the lap car to his advantage.
Here he comes. Finish Bob. Where does Ruggiero catch him? Hopefully down the backstretch. That's his hope.
Uh-oh, Brian might not be so lucky.
Gets around him. Slow car. Finish Bob. Change basically nothing.
Got another one,
Ruggiero
though.
trying to pull away again.
Let's see what's the other shenanigans that are going on. The 1 and the 9 are still real close together.
Yeah, they are.
Let's see who's the poop of the group today in the chase. Who is the lowest chase contender? That's Dick Big. And surprisingly, Biggie Mannings.
Biggie Mannings had an awful restart. Like, one of the worst I've ever seen.
And
Does it come up on
usually
Jackson Batman?
he's usually the GOAT at restarts if you pay attention to the series.
Yeah, he drops, I'd say, about 15 positions in like 3 or so laps when they come up on Jackson Batman. How does Ruggiero handle him?
Uh-oh. Okay, I think Brian's not going to be so lucky here. Oh, he comes down the
He was
block!
not lucky. That was the worst time pass on a lap car he could have possibly had. Jackson Batman just got in the way, not not letting him have room to get around. That's going to be a hard car to pass all night. 60 laps to go.
This race may
Now
seem
we're-
long, but it's going to fly by real quick.
Now we might be in the realistic field window when you would want to pit soon. I would want to pit around this time halfway through the race, which is like perfect. You could probably make it on one stop maybe if you pitted right now.
I would
Or maybe a bit
probably
later.
try and wait until about lap 55. If a caution comes out, I'm going to try and wait for the caution. But try and
But
pit.
does a caution come out? We're having a very long green flag run right here.
Oh yeah.
Do we get some goofy field throw situations going on? Can we get a caution?
Everybody's all stringed out though, so I don't think so.
Dude, this racetrack's very unpredictable.
Whoa, Brian's catching him.
He is catching him again.
Okay. The 162 has cleared the top 5.
Yeah, these are all the important chase drivers that have been doing well today.
Yeah, look how stringed out the field is. I don't see a yellow coming out anytime soon, guys. I would not bank on a yellow.
Yeah, yellow. It could happen, but we've seen super speedway races go green. Anything can go green. forever. But I'm not going to say no to a caution. Because of you know how this track acts sometimes.
Yeah, somebody literally flipped like 20 minutes ago, so. It's not Charlotte without a death or a flip.
Yep, that's just how I like it.
What? Okay. So, coming towards the halfway point, and we're coming close to lap 70 to 65. That's when people are probably going to start pitting. I think everybody's going to run it long. I feel like pitting right now won't give you any sort of competitive edge. So, I definitely know there's no yellow, so I'm going to try and stretch it now. I'm going to try and pit as late as possible. I think that's the
So you're
call.
thinking a late pit call would be a good decision right now. Now if the caution comes out, we're just pandemonium down pit road.
Oh yeah, the whole field's coming down if the yellow comes out. Like,
Coming close to the halfway point.
it's just been a two-man show. It's just been Grudgerald and Brian dueling it out for like almost 40 laps now.
Yep. Rugel's led all of them though, except the early laps. Ever since that restart, he's just driven into the sunset. The only man that's been able to keep with him is Brian.
Grudgerald having an off season. He won, I think, 4 or 5 races in season 3, and now in season 4, he is yet to win a points-paying race.
He won the all night.
Yeah, but he's in
That's
the chase. That's all. He did what he needed to do. He was below the cut line for a while, if you remember, Laird. But he has made a crazy good comeback, and he's looking at a good win.
Now what he's got to do, his team's got to do is go out there and eat.
Halfway.
Halfway through the Bart Part 1 hit 50.
The
So
story
far, Grudgerald
The
is
story of
dominant man tonight.
Grudgerald. The story of Grudgerald is quite interesting because he started as a underdog, a field filler, if you would, and he had this spark of competition in season 2, and he started finishing second to Dick Biggs, and then one day in season 2, he just decided he would go on a rampage. He got 3 wins that year.
He went 3 in a row in one of the greatest charges we have ever seen. 11th to 1st in 2 laps.
After his first win in that Chicagoland race, he has now 2 championships in a row. Looking for 3.
This win would definitely help his confidence tonight and his point system. This is a double points race, so it would shoot him up the order a lot.
$40 points would shoot him up to second, and a clear second in points if Biggie Manning's can just stay out of that top 5 area. We gotta start talking pit strategy, guys. When are you gonna pit? People gotta pit soon.
We also got this patch of sorts of lap traffic up ahead. This is going to be interesting to see how the leaders pass all of this lap traffic coming up the road.
It's a game of chicken. Who pits first? Nobody wants to. It's all about pitting as late as possible. I wonder if the 2 leaders haven't been saving fuel.
Because these guys have been running out front. You know, these guys probably haven't saved as much. And since Grudgerald and Brian Griffin have been pushing way more at the start of the run, they might have to make a longer stop than some of the other guys. But is it enough to change the outcome?
Well, if this thing stays green, we'll have green flag pit stops, and that will mean everything. Pit stop time will mean everything. They are catching lap traffic. They are about a turn away now. Oh yeah, they're separated by a whole stretch. Man, Jackson Fatman is so slow. Wow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage in his car.
Well, he Zane Smith the wall earlier, so that's pretty
Yeah.
valid, honestly. These front two are separated to third place by 2.5 seconds almost. I mean, these guys are in a whole nother dimension.
And here's Crank It Up on lap 59. That's completely Crank It Up.
Jackson Fatman, I saw him come out of the pits just now.
Might have paid to repair some of that damage. I hope he doesn't do a thing where he pits over and over again.
Oh, does he pit again? No, he's alright. And the 12's coming down pit road, guys.
Green flag pit stops have started. They're going to pit around lap 60.
The leaders are in.
The leaders are in. Here's Drew Gerald and Brian Griffin. How do their stops come out? Who gets out in first? This is going to be the net leader. Pit stops are right next to each other. That's how it looks like they're taking tires.
The whole field's coming down.
Basically, the entire field on pit road right now.
Bill Clinton
Who of the
leads
leaders
them.
gets out first? Drew Gerald gets it.
Here he comes, and the legendary following close. A few more chase
Legendary
contenders in the
following second.
background.
Slow stop for Bill Clinton.
And Bobby Balls is in the grass.
He
Oh!
is in the grove.
He hits the car! Will this be a yellow?
Looks like they got rack rolling.
Why did he do that? Okay,
I have no clue.
so there's a second wave of pit stops.
We'll get a replay on that, like right now.
So here's a replay of what happened. So Bobby Balls just had a failed pit entry. And now here he comes. Through the infield. Or like whatever that is called. And then just straight into Foot and Steel. Oh! That was a hard hit too. His race, both of these guys' races are done. I have
I don't
no
know
idea.
what NASCAR officials are going to do about that, but I think that might have to be suspension on Bobby Ball's part.
And more pit stops happening. Second wave of stoppers comes through. Okay, Dick Big. Biggie Mannings gets off. Alright, let's look at these standings.
Now, as you can see, Bill Clinton is the leader, but he's not
He
the net leader.
just came off a pit road. So, Drew Gerald got by him.
I think Drew Gerald's in the lead now.
We will wait for everything to kind of resolve.
Oh,
Whoa,
this
there's
is
a bit of
close.
contact.
Two by two.
What a battle.
Got
So-
cars remerging. Luke Gerald cycles back. And Bryant in second.
Now, everybody's on fresh tires, and people can make it on fuel.
But do you
It's-
come again?
It's
Is the
Brian
question.
versus Drew now.
Here we go. Luke Gerald gonna try and pass the lap car of Chicken Jockey.
Now, this can be a two-stopper, but only for tires. But
Do you take tires or do you not take tires?
if the
Depending on
yellow
how good your car is, I
the
would not
yellow-
take tires.
if the yellow comes out, I'm taking tires. But if the yellow doesn't come out, I'm not doing a two-stop. There's no point in pitting again, I believe. We still got, like, another big chunk of this race to do.
Yeah, this is like the final stretch here. With 30 or so laps to go.
And now, a moment of silence for lap 67. World Cup, everybody poop. That concludes your moment of silence for lap 67, presented by World Cup, everybody poop. Drew Gerald's gap to Brian Griffin is only growing. Everybody has their stops done now.
Gerald just looking to drive away from Brian Griffin. Got a 3-second lead after pit cycles.
The Legendary launches up through the grid. This will be a good points day for the man in fourth in points.
Battle for the points. Double points between Willie and the Legendary.
Uh-oh. This is yellow on yellow terror right here.
The Gerald getting into the big blob of back markers now. A half a straightaway on Brian Griffin. Coming to 30 laps to go.
It's a lot of time for everything to go wrong. Let's see if he gains on him a little bit. Oh no. And we actually have in-car radio of Drew Gerald. And here it is.
Guys, I think I just shit my pants. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna.
Very strong words by Drew Gerald. Wow, that's going in the highlights reel. And
Yeah, that's going in your voice crack highlights.
yeah, that was top 10 voice cracks right there. That's also probably top 10 in-car radios. And well, Drew Gerald is having trouble. Whoa!
Had to move the 121 up the track a little bit to get him out of the way.
Yeah, all the leaders are moving through lap traffic right now. I mean, it's just a matter of who gets through the lap traffic better. I think everybody is hoping for a yellow.
Everyone except the 4.
Oh, definitely. If there's any chance to catch him, there needs to be a yellow. As we enter the last quarter of the race.
There we go. 25 laps to go.
Uh-oh. Bufarda is near the leader, guys. Let's see, does he take out Gurgel?
Gets by, unfortunately. Bunch of lap traffic and back markers surrounding Gurgel. He's
Yeah.
not out of the woods yet.
He is somehow pulling away from Brian right now. In lap traffic, that's impressive.
That is quite impressive. For Gurgel looking to break I'd say season-long winless streak or so.
Definitely a long one, I'd say. The longest since his first win, if that makes any sense. Yeah, Gurgel is just putting on a classic performance. This is classic Gurgel right here. This is what I think about when I think about Gurgel. This domination and just no mercy.
Second lead over Brian Griffin.
Just complete, utter dominance right now by that 4 team.
I mean, let's talk about the paint scheme that Gurgel has. He has a special paint scheme that for the rest of the chase, it's all yellow, harkening back to his original scheme.
Now, his original scheme wasn't yellow. It was more of a orange-brown type of thing, but I'm a really big fan of the yellow under the lights. And next season, Gurgel will actually be running his throwback scheme. So that's going to be real fun to watch.
Joe just taking down the laps, hoping nothing bad happens.
Now, Brian is catching.
But is it going to be enough? With under 20 laps to go at Charlotte.
We're in
Does he have
uncharted
enough
territory. Uncharted territory for these guys. We've never had green flag stops, or a green flag this long. I mean, honestly, this might make history the longest green flag run in NUTCAR history.
Just because of how long it was, ever since that caution, this race has been completely clean and green.
Yeah, this might have been history. It might be the first green flag stop since like season 2 or 3, I believe. So, uncharted territory for a lot of these guys.
Getting into the final couple of laps. Caution! Caution flag. With 15 to go. Henry, are you alive?
Might have been a phantom, guys, or a competition yellow. And,
Does the field come down to pit road for new tires? I would absolutely. With
I
a
don't know.
caution this way.
Man, there might not be that much time to get those tires up to temperature and back up to the field.
We're probably going to restart with somewhere around 11 laps to go.
Yeah, nobody hitting right now. This changes everything, guys. Look how many lap cars are between the leaders. That's second place. And that's first place.
They're not going to restart with second catching up to first. They are going to restart with the lap cars in between them. So, Drew Gerald will have multiple rows in between himself and Brian Griffin. Is this enough, or will Brian charge up and steal this win off of Drew Gerald? Look at how far back he is. He's not even... There's about... I'd say about 15 to 20 cars in between Brian and Drew Gerald. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting restart. Let's see if anyone comes down pit road. Otherwise, we'll be back at lights out.
And I am back. Did anybody pit while I was gone?
No.
Okay, so now a lot of chase contenders are all the way back there. There's a big gap between first and second, so it's gonna be interesting. We will be back when it's lights out. Lights out at Charlotte.
Gonna restart with 12 laps to go in regulation. Brian in second, but he's not gonna restart with the leader. There's gonna be about 15 lap cars in between him and Drew Gerald. Can he make this incredible charge? We are about to find out. Here we go, down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4 as they go double file. For Gerald with the lap car of Dow Jones on the front row. Brian back 8 rows deep. "12 laps to go from Charlotte. Here we go. Gerald, pretty good launch. Just wants to get away from all of this lap traffic. Brian caught up on the high lane.
Bill Clinton's under him. He's getting those double points.
He gets second in the double points. Here comes the 88. He split 3 wide middle.
Four wide!
They make it stick. What a move. Brian trying to get out of lap traffic.
It's Bill Clinton going to second, though. 10 to go.
10 laps to go. Clock is ticking. Drew Gerald already got a 5 or so car length lead.
Can Bill Clinton defend those results, those AI predictions from ChatGPT? The 1% chance to win the championship. That might be the biggest upset winner ever. But Drew Gerald will lead the way. His most dominant effort yet.
Here we go, battle for second, heating up. Brian Griffin trying to come back. 7 laps to go.
Brian's hot on his heels, though. It's who gets better traffic runs.
Gerald is clear of all of the traffic. He's got an open run in front of him.
Oh, wow. There's no shot at the win. But there is a shot for, what, 30 points? I mean, that's insane.
Bill Clinton enters the chase as the underdog. These double points will be huge for him if he can stay in this position. Ryan's also in double points. Biggie Manning, he entered the chase. I'm pretty sure in the 1 seed. He's out of the double points.
Correction, Biggie Manning is the number 2 seed for the chase right now.
Oh. Will him and Pickle Pickle, the championship contenders that were fighting for the championship lead entering the chase, are not in the double points. That will be huge for standings. Coming to 4 laps to go. Drew Gerald. A 2, almost 3-second lead on Bill Clinton. Can he close the gap?
Drew Gerald is doing exactly what he needs to get that 3rd championship. This is just amazing what he's doing tonight. And the dominance. Man, look how much clear racetrack is in front of him. I mean, he could just be cruising right now.
This will shoot him up in the standings a lot. 3 to go.
3 to
And
go.
Drew Gerald
And he's
is
just alone.
gone.
He's gone, man. The 0 trying to enter the picture for double points, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Can
Got a lot of
Brian,
lap cars in front of him.
can Brian
three.
fight back?
Top 3 all apart from the rest of these guys.
2 laps to go.
Remember, if they can make it to the white, the race will be over.
There's still overtime in play. Anything could happen still. But there will not be overtime if he makes it to the white. Here we go.
He's gonna make it. White flag, 1 lap to go in the longest race of the year.
The Bark Fart 150 is gonna belong to Drew Gerald. The most dominant race in NUTCAR history. I mean, I've never seen any other dominant effort besides that Watkins Glen race. But this is going to be more impressive than Watkins Glen. Drew Gerald doing exactly what he needs to do. What a comeback! Back to his prime. The 4 will win the Bark Fart 150. And the 96 and the 111 will get double points. The 0 will get 4th. And wow, what an effort by that 4 team.
a 2.8 second margin of victory. What an ironclad domination.
And that is the
Start to
beginning.
finish.
That's the beginning of the chase.